Hello my beauties, this video is on tiering our hip drops. Now if you haven't already watched the hip drop video, please watch that first because that's the foundations for this video. Now we're going to come into our beautiful belly dancing posture, feet hip width apart, glutes switched on, pelvis tilted up, PC muscles engaged and pulling in, shoulders rolled back and relaxed, and now we're going to come up into our demi point. So this is always a really important part when we're doing our hip drops, that heel stays up in our demi point. And we want our feet to be in alignment. So they're on the slight diagonal and our body is towards the front. Now, also keep that supporting leg soft. If you lock it out, you're going to feel lower back pain. So we want to keep that leg soft. So we're going to do a basic hip drop here. We've got our preparation first where our external obliques are contracting and we're pushing into the ball of our foot to draw that hip up. And then we do our release and we drop our hip down. Now, when we drop the hip down like that, we have a slight contraction that happens in that supporting leg, in the glute, to just make it more dramatic. So when it comes to tiering, drop, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, or you can do 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What we're doing here is we're almost sitting into that hip drop as we do it. For the double hip drops, when we're doing 1, 2, you don't need to sit into it quite as much. But when we are tiering the hip drops with 3, 1, 2, 3, it helps to sit and bend into that knee as you do it so you get more of a range of movement. Now, to control these hip drops and make them tiny and sharp, what we're doing is we're contracting that glute on the same leg that is doing the drop. So we're going to contract this right glute as we tier it down. So here we go. We're going to do our preparation. We're going to do a little drop and stop, little drop and stop, little drop and stop. So 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go to the 2 now. 1, 2. Now the rule is that depending on how many you're trying to fit into and the speed of the music, the more compact they need to become. So if I'm only doing 1 hip drop, boom, that can be nice and big and it can be nice and expressive. When we're doing smaller hip drops and we're trying to fit more into the space of the movement, they've got to become more compressed. So drop, 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 drop. And you can do these sitting back into them, drop, drop, drop. You can put a little twist back on them if you like. But what you're doing here is you're using your glute to contract and control that drop at the varied levels. So drop, drop, drop. 1, 2, 3. And you will see that my foot is staying elevated the whole time. It's creating that dramaticness in my hip by being elevated. Let's try it on the left-hand side. So coming up onto our demi point, drawing up, and we're just going to do a single drop first. Drop. Now we're going to draw up with those external obliques, and we're going to use our glute on that left-hand side to contract to tier the drop. Drop, drop. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend into my knees a little bit more to create the third one. Drop, drop, drop. Drop, drop, drop. Drop, drop, drop. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful ladies. Let's try this with the music. Drop. Single drops to start off with. And now we're going to go into doubles. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Other side, drawing in, changing over. 5, 6, 7, 8. Single, drop, 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 drop. Doubles. Drop, 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 drop. Triples. Drop, drop, drop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, ladies. Have fun. Practice makes perfect.